Thank you. As you join, you share extensively. Let's have everybody on board, okay? Yeah, keep sharing. Let's get everybody here. All right. So the drummer will share Mami and Papa them. We'll play some more music so that we'll really follow up as this show will go. All right. So I will play this music.
Give me the power, give me the freedom. Your people are crying. Why won't you listen? Seeking for justice, for a brighter future. Let's do this together in peace and harmony. Sisiku take us there to the promised land. No one will stop us now. No, 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 no. Sisiku take us there to the promised land. No one will stop us now. No, 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 no. Ambazonia, Ambazonia, the time of freedom has come today. Ambazonia, Ambazonia, the time of freedom is here to stay. Ambazonia, Ambazonia, the time of freedom has come today. Ambazonia, Ambazonia, the time of freedom is here to stay. Water na water, today na today. Nobody go Caesar to jubilate. I say Mandela and Nkrumah. It's now Sisiku turn. Africa, 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 Africa. Together, help your brother, Africa, Amazonia. Together, love another, Africa, Amazonia.
Mama, you never looked at them. How come the women are behind you? Mama, Ambazonia. We live in Paris. Ambazonia, the Cayo. Levez-vous. Below the town, the stratège. Picking for Ambazonia. Honorable woman. Warrior from Jakiri.
Amazonia,
Justice from West Africa. Diplomacy. Ahead.
Africa,
Wata na wata. Amba boy, stand strong.
Amazonia, Africa, Amazonia.
New name on the beat.
Africa,
Les gens souffrent et des maisons brûlent. Namibie a commis du génocide. Ils pensent que l'Amazonie est un peste. À l'œil, ils sont amers comme la peste.
Mami and Papa them, fellow Southern Cameroonians, on a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending for which side you watch the show. So today, now Wednesday, July 8, 2020, and I'm picking this Eric Tato. Today I will count up for some things that already happened. And this message is very particularly for the people who are on them for this live show, for the sake of people who watch the video for YouTube. I will just repeat them. So we'll talk specifically for prisoners, for fighters, for IDPs, and for refugees. A lot of things that go on, I will be very happy to say we'll get order and sanity back inside our revolution at this moment. So it is specifically important for any man when a Southern Cameroonian, when an Ambazonian for understand. Why that way? I will always appeal to people that they join the show, me they share, and don't also instruct my administrators for this page to make them block any man way they watch this show, especially for diaspora. They know they share or they know they like. So at the end of every day, I go block some number of people them where I see I'm like infiltrators, and that process it will continue till further notice. As you know, na my page, and I get the knife and the yam. I fit decide to do live show, I fit decide to not do live show. I fit block any man who I want block him at any time because now me I get the page. Now either way the page is named na Eric Tato, not be some different name today. Without said, you be encouraged for share or you will be encouraged for not watch next time by being blocked. Now we'll go further and for all what put on the ground, I'll be very glad to see everybody they gather the momentum and they see the way the things they go towards our liberation, and almost 90%, if not 95% of our people don't understand exactly what did happen for this revolution. Revolution don't come back on track. Everybody don't identify which side will get for follow and which path will get for take for ending the conflict and then get La Republic du Cameroon on the negotiating table. Mami and Papa, them fellow Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, when I get for understand say now the third year this way we fight this war with guns. But now 4 years we don't get for the crisis where activities don't be disrupted, where we not get our normal lives back. And therefore we get for continuously encourage our people for remain steadfast, for remain firm. At the same time, while we fight the regime for Yaoundé, for being barbaric and for killing our people, we get to remind ourselves for the ideology why we join this fight and which we fight for. We fight for free, independent Southern Cameroons, and we fight for move away from the corrupt practices of La Republic du Cameroon, where government officials thief money, build a house, thief money, fit a family, where man they go school now when you know person or you get work now because say your papa you know commissioner of police or you know minister of this and that. Now that kind of practice is a way we fight tooth and nail for make sure say we liberate ourselves from these criminals and these thief people them from Yaoundé. Therefore, while we fight, we remind ourselves we're not going to condone those kind of aspects inside our own revolution. You get to know say now so Cameroon government operate the same way how some of the people the way now desperados and when they not be no say they will be for play with the day now exactly so that they operate. I will give you small example like Paul Atanganji where you know be ever know for a life say he will be Minister of Territorial Administration. And the ballot man the one can be Minister of Territorial Administration. Paul Biya don't get sense, he go divide the site for we get money we be lucrative when a decentralization because first time we in my way when they start with all other francophones they don't occupy that post before Atanganji. He been at 2 ministries, he been at 2 in 1, he be Ministry of Territorial Administration and Decentralization. Now the only move and now put decentralization and local development like different ministry because now the way council the way you say government don't disburse all the plenty money now for they go for council them. So Atanganji now he get now all the empty power. He fight all man just because he don't be no say he will be for that position as Minister of Territorial Administration. Now while I see the part 2 door, you don't look all the days, they don't want it, say not they talk again anything concerning the Anglophone crisis because you only help for putting a fire for creating for fire. So now look and say you don't stay quiet and that one means it was struggle to go ahead. The other lie duck where they lie, where they destroy the revolution, they destroy the own government. He been a Issa Churuma back Gary, na back Gary for back. Now he be destroy everything too. They talk all kind of lie. Government move it to go put it for a small corner. They go and say Ministry of Vocational Training, on employment and vocational training. So the Cameroon government itself know say the struggle is real and the people the way they put that out there for destroy the revolution, they not just succeed, they instead destroy it. And therefore it relegate them to the background. They try to bring people they get small sense with a better way. They try to manage the situation small. So this one therefore tell we say at the same time when the Cameroon government do this, we will therefore be wise enough for understand the circumstances where our revolution did. Mommy and Papa then, when I don't also notice say now plenty of our Anglophone brothers they die. Just yesterday we lost one of our patrons them. A big lecturer and of course we know Professor Victor Tani who died being a registrar for University of Bamenda. We not be surprised if La Republic kill all these big people them from Prophet Frank to Barrister Sama now to all the big people they won't know when our people them you get Chief Asanga where they for Assistant General Manager for Pamor way to be that. So this was where they die, and you ask and say, it's just say COVID-19 will start for Yaoundé and Douala, and they kill all these Yaoundé big guns, and only can kill now, we wait now on the phones, and that is the big question we therefore ask. Look at over 30 lawyers don't die in less than 6 months. You get more people that die, Bandam, Joseph just die, and so on and so forth. People they die every day and are only Anglophones them. So we get to be smart for no say Cameroon government they so now they pass or back, they kill all these people them. If you want to say medical doctor don't die in an Anglophone, lawyer won't die in an Anglophone, this one won't die in an Anglophone. So Cameroon government don't get new technique, it kill with gun, it kill, it do silent killing. And so maybe we all will know that one, and we will be very careful the way we operate like Republic of Cameroon, or the way we go for the hospital, or till the chop, or even what that would buy. Now, why that I feel you want some people they say some of these food already come from La Republic, they don't really be poisoned, and we have to be very careful because La Republic of Cameroon are a terrible, terrible, terrible kind of people them, and so we must stay very strong for avoid their antics and manipulation. Now, Mami and Papa them, I don't just introduce this show, and I want Tangote close to have 1,000, if not, they already watch the show. So anybody join, make it share extensively, and continue to share. We will share extensively so that all we will be for this platform today. Today for this platform, I want to talk significantly about Una situation, the refugees them, the IDPs them, the prisoners, and the fighters on the ground. I want you to know say, me where I dey for diaspora, I think only do na this much talk on social media, but now you the face all the hardship. You were there for Konengi Central Prison, you were there for Boya Principal Prison, you were there for Konengi Principal Prison, you were there for Bamenda Central Prison, or for Manfred Principal Prison, for other prisons them where the Republic don't lock what people them. You feel understand what you are the talk because now you woke up chop that whole chop, smell that with dirty smell. Now you woke up be locked up for one cell, you know if it come out, you don't know where till it happen. Some don't even know date and time. You don't even know when they go call on cases. Now, when they for those cells and those dungeons, when they suffer. You are a refugee camp. You never sure you go see chop tomorrow chop. You don't know if you get medicine for your kid is sick. Some don't even get diaper or napkin for tie picking that last. Why fighters they for bushway? Some don't even go gun for fight, but they still be determined for fight. The big question I say now who get for the call the shots. Now in a way, when I don't the ground when I suffer, when some people the way not get job for diaspora. They never can tell you what you for do. Mommy and Papa them, I will ask a very important question. I will ask yesterday when I for grammar say, we all, there's some person don't mention Bafusam prison, and not forget what they call Bafusam prison, all prisons and please. So we all will never continue to ask ourselves this question, will be very important, and it ties on the element of the economic strength of anybody where it get for the revolution and which way don't ever contribute in terms of finances. You got to understand one thing, once people they turn the revolution into money-making machine, since when they know the work and they expect the revolution remain on so that they will continue to benefit from our people that blood, they be obliged to destroy anything where it concern the success and the progress for peace, for calm, for our people. When they say that they start peace talks, it not means that peace talks not will end with independence. It must start somewhere for end somewhere. And I want to tell you one thing, the refugees, the IDPs, the prisoners, the fighters, will not deserve for be talked to by the Republic of Cameroon. Not before some people that for diaspora for go talk on our behalf. I want to Cameroon know one thing, say all revolutions they get diaspora. But the people that finally end up negotiating for the people, not even put it for diaspora, they've been put it on the ground. And that one never be clear. Nelson Mandela and he negotiate appetite for South Africa and he be on the ground. Jomo Kenyatta, the same thing. Most often some of them they escape go exile, but they still come back and take which way it belongs to them. Therefore, when our refugees them, now they don't burn on our houses, now they get properties the way the Republic of Cameroon don't destroy them. While we continually say no to any reconstruction by the Republic of Cameroon, we must also preach for our people for understand the necessity for endorse any talks the way they go on between what jailed leaders and because the legitimate leadership and the Republic of Cameroon. Of course, we are not listening to all French bloggers, including the great Renin Gono, where he don't talk clearly. Say no man of you negotiate from jail, which is the same standpoint, but he make it clear the point the way Sisiku Ayuk, our president, if he put out for the Republic of Cameroon, and even the president himself from AMBAZONIA, he talk very clearly, say prisoners don't negotiate. Pentel and Stock the same thing, and T. Conrad and Manchu BBC But everybody talk the same thing because that is where we stand. Therefore, we get to be collective for call for the release of our prisoners, the way our president, His Excellency Sisiku Ayuk does not put up. But unfortunately, we get people the way they feel say those people they get from must remain for jail so that they will negotiate on behalf of the Ambazonian people. No, mommy and papa them. I want to state categorically clear. So now you, the refugee, you get to negotiate your freedom. Now you, when you feel the pain, you know your house will don't burn. Now you will negotiate your freedom. Now you will never prison. Now you will negotiate your freedom. Now you, when you never bush with the fight, now you will negotiate your freedom. Not be some scumbag and some illiterate, jobless Ambazonians where they for diaspora, where they parade themselves as leaders, will negotiate your freedom. They not negotiate your freedom. Now just because say for the longest time we don't stand for look and say at least some people get for diaspora for the talk, and we want the talk will be enough for educate una for understand which part una fit take them. Therefore, it get to be clear, say nobody in the diaspora in America will negotiate on behalf of prisoners, will negotiate on behalf of IDPs, will negotiate on behalf of fighters, or will negotiate on behalf of refugees, because they don't know which side they burn your house. They don't know their pain. They don't understand who they don't kill them for you. Now only you feel negotiate so that you will ask the best indemnity out of the suffering where the Republic do Cameroon, it don't put them for your skin. We not get people that don't work. They never ever work. They don't get economic liberation. They can't talk on your behalf. They never know which side where the Republic will pass burn your kitchen. Now you will talk to the international community, say, listen, the Republic kill 5 of my brothers. Like Republic kill this, like Republic kill that. You know some person where they will never work for a life. You don't take revolution like a money-making machine. You don't just skip from nowhere, you open the mouth. Not be people they will not be afford $10 gas. They don't even negotiate on behalf of prisoners. And I want to make it very clear to His Excellency Sisiku Ayuk, this part should be kept and put out there on social media. Me, Eric Tato, I endorse you 1 billion% for go ahead with any talks with the Republic of Cameroon where it will ensure as per the conditions they don't put down for get back our people and forget their normal lives. They get the right to live again while people they not will continue to suffer because a bunch of thieves, criminals in the diaspora they feel say an opportunity for continuously remain relevant. I want to ask you one question. You know why all these people they make noise? Take for example all the way they talk on social media. If this revolution ends today, they can't talk with you again. They don't talk nothing. They don't get no particular product whether they sell them in terms of social media products. So they hope not only on the revolution for remain relevant. If the revolution ends today, wait till some point they talk for WhatsApp groups. They make audios for talk about it. So they don't see and say that the only place that way they don't be a little bit busy based on their lazy lifestyles and their dumb heads in the diaspora, where they feel they control the lives of 8 million people. No. Will not succumb or subscribe to that insensitivity from bullocks, criminals, scammers, and jobless people. It will never happen. Not in this generation. Our people deserve to make very strategic decisions on their own. I'm not making very clear, Mami and Pa, refugees, fellow serving Cameroonians, IDPs, prisoners, fighters. Make it be very, very, very clear, and all of us therefore know very well. All we as a people, Mami and Papa, might just interject myself for talk say time don't reach and they know say they don't become so irrelevant. Now why that way you see that they cry up and down. Today they go find out they always find a person where you come talk for their surrogates because they not be convince people. You never see some day a whole show bring some amicable opinion about what I think. No, because I know how to talk to my people, I know how to tell my people the truth. I know how to put the truth, and the truth is always plain. Nobody fights the truth. You see, they will bring people for panel discussion for kind of opinion how they think say now they need a person be popular. No, popularity and the legitimacy it need to be forced on the people. It need to be seen. I'm gonna ask you one good question. You gotta know one thing. Say people they for outside they watch and they see what they happen. Now whether way the whole world they call a one-man president of Ambazonia. Make I talk very clearly. You wait for America where you need to work, you don't negotiate on behalf of any prisoner. Me, I don't negotiate on behalf of any IDP. Mommy and Papa, 99.99% of these people that make noise on social media, they don't get one zinc where they don't ever buy or build anything for their villages where they come out. They don't get nothing where they in their name down there, so they don't understand nothing where they happen. Now, why that way when it comes to this revolution, you get person now about to sand, one trip sand for 55,000 for a papa a compound, or buy gravel for 60,000, or one sheet zinc for 5,000 francs. You come on Facebook and they make noise. When they don't burn your villages, destroy your homes, destroy everything will concern you, and you don't be an IDP, you bet like 2,000 naira for chop from you, and you know this share. How many of the nationals on this will they buy one truck bag rice for you? Apart from like Dr. David Makongo, Salas Atefo, Mama Ambazonia, and our president for jail. The rest of them, the last time they go to a small thing, they be put out there for social media, all man be seen. So they thank all these good people, they're like Patu Yaya, where they go help refugees them, Christmas, Ebini, Henry Comer, all now when I go help refugees, they will say, God bless you now, because now I understand the refugees they are paid. Not be people there for you, they don't take revolution, turn them into money-making machine. Mommy and Papa, all will never understand. One question you have to ask yourself, say, if somebody leads you, ask you one day, say, Mr. President, you are president, you work now waiting for America. Mr. D, you work waiting for Europe. Ask them that question. That's the most important question that you have to ask. Because no way, no way, some man of you work, you need to earn money, then it come to talk, say, one can lead you. Mommy and Papa, fellow Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, our refugees, prisoners, IDPs. I want to make some small analysis about life for America, Europe, and other parts of the world where not be down for ground zero over Nigeria. Make all when I know one thing. For America, I will name at least 5 to 10 bills where if you not pay them, you not live for the country. You either thief or you go for street. Number one bill, and I will give you the estimate in CFA for the dollars estimate for CFA so that you go understand that it can why way if man did work before the revolution and the revolution can he must do everything for keep anybody for remain in charge because they see money. I will name number one where some inside the bills I will name some people they either get all or maybe they not get just one, but they will get at least minus one of the bill. Listen very attentively. For America, the first bill where most people they get them, they either get lease/mortgage. Lease or mortgage. Wait till the lease. Lease means in a rent where you pay for apartment complex or pay where you stay. While mortgage, it means say now a house where you don't buy them, but you put some money for down, they got to pay some money every month. They call it mortgage. Some people that lease like from Maryland, it range from between $1,000 for one room, one parlor, toilet, kitchen, about $1,100 now for most apartments. Where it means that one alone already $600,000. To about $2,500 to $3,000 depending on the kind of house you stay. Now lease that. Mortgage they range from at least from $1,500 to above, or $1,750 or $2,000 to above. Now the first bill that way man, each man for America, they listen, each man for America must pay. Do you want to say I fit pay, I will pay. Now must to pay. All man get that, all man waiting for America. They get that particular bill, you must pay lease or mortgage. Now must. The same thing in Europe, the same thing everywhere. Good. So make we go further. Number one, listen, this is the revolution and this is the core where our people they get for down, they get for understand. Number two, you get car note. They want not be all people they get car note. Now say if you get minus one and the one do if it be a minus way, not be all man get them. Because they go buy their motor for second hand, they pay cash, not get car note. When they go take big motor, when they right, they get car note where sometimes it range from between $120 to even $800 depending on the kind of motor you take and your credit. So you get car note perfectly. You get phone bill. All man when you use phone must pay bill. Not pay, they will cut your line. You drive for what so your line go off. They don't get cut and cut on you the line, suspend your line. You get insurance for motor. All man will get motor must pay insurance for America. All man. Then you get some people they get electricity bill combined for the house, but someone they pay different, separate. Like me, I pay separate electricity bill for my lease. You get internet bill or Comcast, all those things, internet, you pay separate. Some they range from $80-something to how many dollars, depending on how much what kind of speed you take. You go further, you now can get chop, you must chop. Small money for do grocery, you must get that one. And then petrol, other things. So I don't name about 5 solid bills. If you put all of this for 1 month, for best way, if they live the kind of life some of them they live now. It means say, and I'll take example, for the revolution, all them get an account, they get lease or mortgage. they get insurance or pay, they get other bills, they don't name them. If you put all of this together, people that they spend 1 month, if they pay $2,000 for their lease at least, they pay $300 for their car insurance. Oh no, for the car note, pay maybe $200 for the car insurance and $250 that. Other bills and they spend at least $3,000. And then they chop what they chop, the way that they live now means they spend averagely people they spend $5,000 every month. Averagely at a minimum. They spend $5,000 every month. Mommy and papa. $5,000 be equivalent to 3 million CFA. And then now going out for side for job. You get for if you don't work, averagely, I don't name phone bill, so first let me call phone bill and don't name them. So averagely, when you work for it, depending on the work where you work, you earn approximately for standard, for minimum income, you will earn approximately $1,000 in 2 weeks or $2,000 in 1 month, or some people will earn up to $10,000 or more dollars in 1 month, depending on your job where you get that. Now, why that way some people they feel there for one city, they will share the city. I'm not tell you one thing you don't know. America is very nice, good for hardworking people. You will work money, you will save. If you do everything, if you do, depend on the way you plan yourself. Therefore, any man within America will be obliged to work. Because when you retire, now when I see people they need to work. They live for streets. America get a lot of street people. You never see that other side. Therefore, the only way where you get for succeed, for assist the revolution, now so you must get for work. For first of all, pay these bills before you start thinking on how to give refugees. So we congratulate Almighty help for give refugees. Now, why that way we need to job with any man in $1 will contribute for this revolution. It be very crucial. You bring the analysis and understand. They got to ask yourself this question: say, if somebody spend $5,000 every month, he need to work. Which side they take this money? America, they need to borrow. I go not day. Everything a credit card, they cut them or they prove a bad record. So if some man need to work $5,000 every month, some they spend more. Which side did you take this money? Therefore, the answer now one answer, one authentic answer from the contributions of our people who are dying on the ground. Yes, from the contributions of our people who are dying on the ground. They will contribute money, they swindle the money, put that for their personal use. We not talk about the one that they buy gifts, take lunch, dinner, sleep for hotel. Mommy and papa, it be morally wrong. I will tell you one thing. When I just come out my visit for Colorado, my friend will invite me, Mr. Joseph Abam, they call it Pajo. He won't give me any kind of thing. Oh, Tano, to take you, I say, no, bro, give me a cheap one. Not because say I don't like expensive things, because now man where he contribute for struggle. I think the fact say I will feel drink any whiskey, any wine for Pajo house. He get the thing in abundance. But now man where I don't see how he contribute for struggle. He won't give me, I say, no, give me a Guinness. Give me a Guinness, that Guinness for $3. No, give me nothing. He said, give me a Guinness. I say, no, now that Guinness. Because you think about the people the way they did that. You think about those people then. So, no way, no day way. So, man, they need work. You refugee at the end 20 naira. You better pass them. So, you at the end 20 naira as refugee, you better pass those people they did for America. Yeah. Where they use your name to take money for pay their husband and these bills they want to mention. Therefore, if you know you work, you not be negotiate on behalf of people the work or they the work. So you be more in jail than those refugees. And all of us are in jail, but now our jail they be classified. The jobless diaspora and the way they call themselves leaders, they be in a bigger jail. That's why they cannot negotiate on your behalf. That is a fact. So the only way they get to start talk on behalf of Ambazonians, now forget proof of work. Now whether you want to find a house, they tell you bring your last 2 paychecks. Most of them don't go take those assets with their names. But they use revolution to enrich themselves. So this is a message to you, the refugees. You are 2 billion times better than these comebacks and opportunists in the diaspora. They cannot and will never talk on behalf of those of us who are working, workaholics, who talk and sit on the table with the enemy because we know we cannot be deceived. Now, why that way? They don't want to go to Switzerland. They go take money. Boris Berton on talk him. He did for the French blogger. He talk him. Clearly, they arrange with John Gute to get on the pole. They go to Switzerland. So they don't disappoint Cameroon government Because they see, say, one of the activists on every tattoo, I did match fire. Look, all my video, that group where go Switzerland, all they don't resign, they don't join the Republic. Yeah, next record now one. In so front and two. Next time to play all the video together, which they suppose them and the rest. But they don't move away, go join the Republic. Why? Because they don't fail for convince some of we for back we down. Yes, Cameroon government be disappointed. Now we know why they cash for their sister and their mommy. You take money from Cameroon government, take money from struggle, you give your mommy, give your sister, then the science you need to produce the result. You need to set enough confusion to for set time. Then you come now out now for talk say, oh, this for the day prison. No, you are in a bigger prison. So all of us will be in prison. All mine and Ambazonia. All of us. But the biggest prison, now man where he claims say he talk on behalf of this revolution, where he not get a job. It never ever happened for the history of any independence movement. Every job I have at the work. All leaders at the work. Everybody not be get work, they don't find work. All of them, they know their jobs. Yerima, they know a job what you do. Everybody got a job. Ask these people from America, say, where is their job? Where is your workplace? You cannot and will never ever talk on behalf of people who are economic free. Economic free people will discuss their future, negotiate their way out of the dungeons of the Republic of Cameroon. Not jobless people. We will not condone thieves and criminals in this revolution. Mommy, put them for your head. Think and say, how you, when you say something granite, forever you can be, make some more 10 Ghana, you feel your picking. No money contribute for you. You succeed for figure picking. How some man when you work figure on your behalf? That is the question. Crucial question. No way, no day. My talk are very clear. Now the question you have to ask them. You cannot negotiate on behalf of a free people when you are economically impoverished. It is never happening. Nowhere in the world. Now I see Donald Trump the campaign and say, we got more jobs. I created more jobs. I created this. Now jobs. Job is the backbone for the strength of a person. Job is the backbone. If you don't work, you don't negotiate on my behalf. It can never happen. Yes. Me, all the fighters ask them say, you as a people say, as I say, you suffer for them. This man when he claims he control you. If you walk waiting. Now, by the way, no man will ever negotiate with him. All man when you walk, you will not be invited to any negotiation. Go and get a job first. First condition for negotiation. To talk on behalf of Ambazonians. Go get a job because we don't get anybody. Listen, take for example, we raise $1 million for whatever project. They not succeed for buy 5 guns. 5 guns, and they make more propaganda and they don't buy any guns. That's the case. So we all, as a people, we understand automatically how this works. Let me say it very clearly. Very, very, very clearly. With just 1 minute. I'll take off some few of the jobless people that here. Might just put this young, watch me for radio, young something, good. You go to the radio, and then, okay, I'll just be for understand the other person comment. So, once you need to work, I must tell you the truth. You are failed. Job be very important. Because these people are beggars. Now, by the way, they must be controlled. Because if some man will work, all of them will work. It's clear there. Man will afford $10 fuel for a home motor. Today they make noise. Where is your workplace? Where is your office? What do you do? How do you sustain your family? You know what it means for them for America. You know the responsibility. How people they look you. Your family back home. So instead of you give money for revolution, you instead take from revolution, you steal from the revolution. Yes. You steal from the revolution. Instead of you give money, you steal from the revolution. Man, make them very specific and very clear here. And now last one, anybody will type anything about some draft stuff and it delete you across the board of my networks. Because that is a scam. I see one person over there, one Florence. If you repeat again, you'll be deleted immediately. That's it. Except you mean them for a negative way, but if you mean, you'll be deleted. So because we got to be consistent with the facts on the ground. I don't care how much hatred you want to get for Eric Tato, but tomorrow you'll come and thank me. Thieves cannot and will not be condoled. Never. Make them go find waiting for work. Any man will need to work, you know, to talk on behalf of free people. It has never happened in any revolution. Now, by the way, I won't thank the person who give some people that support us their name pigs. Because pig now one of the dullest animal. Yes, it gets so terrible for being a pig. Now, whether mostly they need chop pig. Might even call it pig in English. Pork meat. Pork meat. For English, they don't call them pork, not animal meat. But it's not pork meat. Pork meat. Very, 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 very disgraceful animal. You know why I see when Jesus Christ won't cast demon, if you take and put out a swine in skin. So they are demonic. This one must be clear. I think as shown. Listen, when they pick them, they make noise some few months ago. Say, oh, every tattoo is under the boss. Is this? Now they know who they under the boss. Una hash 20 extra activists. All man become activists on behalf of the pigs. All una follow the turn automatic activists overnight. Una hire the other one in blue and white army and hire Mami them retired prostitute for they do audio against every tattoo. Who's are they today? It take me one to dismantle the nonsense when I call them government. Because there was never something like that. Now, by the way, today, all man they go for one negotiate. I will tell you, all man. So it be very clear, very, very clear. Say, we people have been defeated. You are finished because you are demonic. Your existence is not needed within Ambazonia. So any person asks the question, say, make they go find me. They start their work there. If you don't get a job, you don't talk on behalf of free Ambazonians. It's never ever going to happen. So I want me to point be clear. So our president, His Excellency Sisiku Ayuk, I don't give you the endorsement as much as the person who wants this show, as much as the fighters and would be loyal to some of we don't give you the endorsement. 1,000,000% may go ahead for go do these talks with our republic. They take you out of that jail, you go negotiate as a free man and give our independence. Me be very clear. In the days ahead, you will see fighters will make the endorsement. I'm going to take care of that. It should be very clear. Everybody on the ground, refugees, all now the time this for now for endorse una president, the one I don't always do, for make sure say really talk they go ahead. Because we not should not forget jobless people they go diaspora for make any noise where concern free people them. Because the highest degree of imprisonment now joblessness. So I don't endorse the pre-talks between His Excellency Sisiku Ayuk Julius and the Republic of Cameroon. From there, we will move out of there for talk, of course, because they are the bona fide leaders. We will not get any discussion with crab eaters and people that make $1 million disappear. When I make noise, they will tell them before war draft say plan B go come. Say don't worry, I have it on my palm. Where is the plan B? When I talk again, that is how it was coming from one sweet talk to another. Before they won't open an eye, when either they Yaoundé or they somewhere far from Boya. So it be very clear. Thieves will not be condoned. And I don't make a duty for ask all these criminals. You look at what TV. Okay, take for example, all the way they talk for TV the other day when they send on me. Now only one man work by Tamasong Martin. Now only the work, and now I have to get the courage for telling them the truth. Our logo, number one, Chris Army, 0 job, less than $1,000 for his social security. He need the work, so he be desperate for keep the war on. Number 2, Born Herbert, he need the work. So he be desperate for lean for Sako and for get small money. Number 3, Sako need the work. He not get $5 when he earn any place for America. Now revolution the 50 pay has rent. No way, no day for you. Number 4, Abdul Karim need the work. He run after for Canada. He need the team for find work. Because the only Muslim way he chop people. So that's why he's just so crazy. Full Johnson need the work. He need the work as he did not so. So they don't give $500 or do this or send Uber. You know go no place. So that he need the work. He need the drive. So he must lean for people the way they will give small thing. So those are the kind of people the way when I say they be free. No. You will be refugee. If you move from Ogoja, come pay and money, go for income, go do something, come back independently. You reach past them. So they must make sure they hang on the revolution for fit on you. They take contribution for your name. They do different things with that. You never say every time to take some contribution, do some different thing, or you don't ask, oh, you must contribute money for you. No. So that is the situation we have. So all of them, they know very well, say they not get no way. Just 1 minute. Okay, might just block some one other person. For here, I will wait for monitor a last comment, then I will block him. So make it be very clear. All of them get for no. There is only one legitimate interim government. So any clone thing where it be done by Dr. Common Sense, I will tell you. So when I make noise, every day we have the following, but nothing have a WhatsApp group. No negotiation need to take a WhatsApp group. Wait till I do have a WhatsApp group in a social gathering. No negotiation need to take a WhatsApp group. No one. 99% of the WhatsApp group have fake names. So there is no negotiation taking place in WhatsApp groups. Nobody is a president in WhatsApp group. We only have admins. They are not presidents. The only president they talk about the fiscal president they down where they already be. Not only point in that. So everybody talks everything. They know. All of them know. All of them know very well. Just quickly, man, take out some one full way they listen for you to make some comment. Why is waiting? Deleted. Okay, so now so they think that for me. I don't get too many followers, so you will also go listen me for radio. You come for the page, you make noise, I delete you. Now, maybe we go ahead for share. Put it join all my followers. If you be every time a supporter, you just see share for them. Just click share. Move share again, move get the more shares and before I continue. End the show in the next 10 minutes. Move share extensively. Any man way you join our share, move share. Very well. Thank you so much. Great job. So make it be clear. I come to you and I've got a message of refugees. So someone not tell me say talk some other thing. Now me, I be Eric Tato. Now me I get the page. Now me I woke up from my bed, I wear my clothes for do the live show. Now me I decide which message for tell people. You know if you change my message. So when they listen for you for change the message. So me that be very clear for any pick where they for the kind of this time or any like public. The message is for the refugees. And you make further noise, you'll be blocked. That's it. Okay, now I don't understand which I want to talk. I've already blocked him. So, Mami and Padem, I'll end this show for talk about DAC. DAC get meeting on the 12th of July, which is just 4 days from now. So, we want that meeting. All my attendant, anybody watch me, try for that meeting. We get for change course. Grab me to do audio money. Grab the money they clear with. DAC the money they clear with all money. See, I'm not be that kind of grab money they win audio money. I don't talk them very clearly, and I don't advise all man ready for that saying, no say these demons where Jesus be cast demons, put them inside they call themselves a pigs. They don't ever support any initiative where if you push revolution ahead because they put it for their head. Now the bigger demon the way they need to walk, they not get job, and they will make sure say revolution stand still. The one simple question I say, wait till the disadvantage if all man come out for jail, they go out of La Republic for when negotiate on our behalf. How La Republic influence policy out of La Republic? That's the question. How La Republic influence man or hold it down when they out of La Republic? We don't say the other people don't go take money from Switzerland, take money from John Bute. He be out there by Boris Beton. And so continually talk. And why that we see for how many months they don't do everything. Christian bring conspiracy, they bring 20 activists, bring Mami the way they don't retire. Even retire prostitute to them. Me, they can't talk against Eric Tato. Or they don't fall flat. Some they don't run. Audios they don't reduce by 1,000,000%. When I bring more audios, I will like those audios because when I do the audio, they concentrate the circulate and the WhatsApp group, then they go beyond on our WhatsApp groups and we move ahead, forget the international recognition. Now, while there are 1,600 newspapers right now and in online magazines and while they talk, they don't carry Ayuk Tabe as president of AMBAZONIA. That is how it's going to stay. Sakofi come here for try for rally 5 or 3 fighters on the ground. Me the whole banner for tell say he be president. The same two way behind the do am. Now way Sako the do am. So we'll be happy say he set it in 2 hands. He record video for show only 5 fighters. The whole of Meme. You call yourself president. Here they talk about ceasefire. Here they talk about dialogue. You go do audio or video, bring out 5 fighters. Tell me one video where Sakodo ever do and we fight as the past 5. I'll tell you go find more boys. The first one I'll be saying, say IG Special Force. Now 5 boys that will stand, they show t-shirt for back, no gun, no shoes. For Santa, you get 2.5 persons, 1.5 persons. They tie the other banner for 3. One man on this side and one cameraman will not be see face. So at the end of the day, you'll see now 1 man, 1 tree. If you support Sako for Santa. You go for Meme, you go bring 5 boys, the whole Meme. So we'll be happy say all these things you put in the gather and keep them. You feel say you kind of promote yourself, but you destroy yourself. Because for war, no man you go print banner for war. You buy a gun. Show me one independent war way they don't go print banner for down. Show me one where not be protest, we put in the march of display something. All monthly print banner, I have a trophy print banner. All monthly print banner, they know why they need do them because they get sense the way war the function pass now. So when you see all monthly do banner, including me, I do 60 banners one time. Now how much they do banner? But you waste money for banner, or for go get that banner, me refugee they make the cook chop. Refugee not get chop, they do banner. And then you're so they blindly share and they discredit you. If you be Yaoundé or UN or you be American, somebody from America want to negotiate the peace. You pick that Sakoi video, 5 fighters who ban away, no one no gun. You call it for negotiation. You just say, oh, means that this man is really a scam, the way we've been hearing. So he confirms his prophecy by himself. They call it thief man, he confirms him by himself. So these are the things that people don't know. You go right, you say, President of Ambazonia. Who does that? You don't say Donald Trump, you write against the President of America. Or Paul Biya. You never see him. Or UN Secretary General. You don't see him outside Obama, don't write, or the man for Canada. He write your end with name, Paul Biya. Because he paged already being a president. So he fight the president everywhere you write. Now really comedian. So this is a ridiculous thing where refugee that I glad to know the same now. Everyone has seen for me say, why brother Eric? See the man come on outside. The man just be like a small pig. They say the other pig, they're having big passing. It's so poor. They hold men 5 fighters. Then they share them. Say, yes, we know who is the president. Yeah. Known by 5 people, which is normal. It's the opposition, minority. So you people keep disgracing yourselves. How you do come for war? Excuse me, I have a not do banner. Oh, not do banner. Sisiku not do banner. You know how many banners Sisiku do? So it's so terrible. And if any all man is here, it's so disgraceful for targeting the hot. If you need to get fighters or guys, why not really feel much? I mean, bring all the you say get how many thousand fighters. Now that kind of thing for move banner for the person say no, this man's serious. Even at that, why you move banner for war? Who removes banner during a war period? Just imagine. You just take that boy then, some other minute if you go track that people key all man for it. You go say you want to do banner. Because you really should also you do them, you call, they print banner, their name, they glad, they take money. So now I want to spend the money for draft, for making a banner instead of buy gun. Clowns. The same thing like the public do. Now when I do them, the same thing. Now when I go out there, they do them. The same thing. How on earth? Now what level of disgrace that? Now there were 5 boys, no shoe, no cutlass, nothing. Everybody was like, what's going on? So everybody been a saying a negotiation. Sakoi said take a hand, finally confirm, say he made an empty noise. Yes. So it's terrible. Very terrible. If you want to move banners, we fight as a Russian. You will see the thing there. But if I don't send them video, even Acosin Raymond, where he been a spokesperson for ADF, now ask him how many videos they I don't send them privately. For the forces they will get on the ground, he will tell them, Acosin Raymond did in an ADF person. I send them ye and one sister M. I don't send them for the because I trust them. Yes, they don't see them. They in abundance. If anytime I want to make any banner, you'll see the 100 plus boys. So no need you for come online, can you disgrace yourself? I don't talk to feel bad for the few people that even can get a $1 for you genuinely. So when you look at that, you see should I go think say this man is serious? Is he not a comedian? Imagine you call yourself the president of Federal Republic of Ambazonia. You look at impostors don't succeed. Then you go out there and 5 fighters go endorse you. Because you don't say they don't call Ayuk Tabe for dialogue or for pre-talks. You go find 5. So you were unable to even rally 11 fighters who just in a football team. Where did the difference between you and Didi Arisenta? Didi Arisenta get 18 boys and you get 5. If you don't take and go add and then no, make your business they don't go 20 something. Because now all osmosis. Now Bible talk and say the man will get more, they will take the small for you, give the person. Why don't you go add and then? You see how useless some people behave? You come online, can expose your vulnerability. It's so crazy. And they call us say IG Special Force. 5 boys, no shoes, no gun, no uniform, no cutlass. They take $1 million. You go chop na crap. Every that money they go chop crap for Red Lobster. You know if you buy any shoes and GD boy and the way people they contribute shoes and for you. And people come here, you see they are making noise. You see how they make noise. Oh, they don't reduce, they don't confuse. They know they talk like they ride along every day. Circle the ride to the address of the Republic. So if you ride the Republic, why not ride Swiss? Me Swiss on the Republic. You know when they go show the Republic, why ride the Republic? You see how contradictory you can make yourself. Then the other one, the way in the chop pick, most of the chop pick, it talks it's a sake of a contact leadership. Who be leadership of the diaspora? Karim. Since you have actually bring me salary, get there 5 degrees. You don't have to be able to the other man with the American, you to say get 5 masters. Me, since I go to school. Karim can up him up to say get 5 degrees. If you say degree na money for take and rain horse, go by that way come out jail. No. Not be degree that. Not be degree that. Be very careful the way you run your mouth. Not be degree. So when you want to talk degree, you have to be very clear about what you get. That's why you are messing up yourself with the pigs. Now you see pigs around destroy food you also. They don't go take a barrister Ashu. They don't pay for flyer. They find that any man only talks a small positivity about them. Every new one talk small good things say about it. They will cut and share them. That time they will like to share my team. Because they find that when I find endorsement by all way. Me one activist, I don't squeeze on a neck well for 8 months. I don't turn on a case. When I make noise go up, calm down, they must follow in the increase, support as they increase every day. And they say, oh, every that is under the boss. Who they when I bring all the activists and put all their program go live at the same time, join all the live views and we know ever reach every that home for 1 minute. So we know who is under the boss. It's very clear. It's very clear. These demons them get completely destroyed, and I'll be happy to say a day on. We never even know the Eric Tato. I never ever lost no fight. Now why that way? When I be making me say, oh, by now Eric Tato will be finished, people not be watching him. Oh, when I don't be under boss. When I can't come out talk again. First time you see they'll come with an excess number of teeth for them mock. So they make under this and so on. This one will carry make noise. Everyone in a payday and they'll carry make noise. Prostitute them from Morocco and the rest and they'll come out and make noise. How is that? You won't find how. Don't bring all that about it. I don't can dislodge only one line. I don't confuse nothing for talk because I need to not money believe. Coming like, oh, every cat of this, a pommy woman don't run this. I say, yes, I like them. You can enter the house. They eat twerk when I take a share. Where are you people today? What's on my day today? Shame you owner. You take get away na known prostitute, celebrated prostitute. He sleep 5 boys one day for Morocco. So a master driver, you go bring him in can call Eric Tato name. So that's how it is. We say on a day, when I say Eric Tato won't finish by now. We say Eric Tato, why we say they go start negotiation, go start talks now only the person Eric Tato is supporter. You don't ask yourself that question, though the person they jail. Because I will probably know. I don't know. Yes, I control 90% of public opinion for Ground Zero, for refugees, for IDPs, and yes, they listen to me, they know how I talk true. And I will probably don't weigh and didn't know. Say, this man talk so they will listen. Now, when I see talk, say, they will build, will broke them. And I will probably know so they will. When I will see them, they will start build. Now, me, I don't bring them. Tomorrow, I can say, oh, you are claims, now you don't go broken. Now, me, I don't talk, say, now B and B. I always think strategy ahead of time. Not be down and treat them. Yeah, imagine, the way Andrew the sheriff, where they don't make cartoon about Sisiku say you cannot free yourself. Man, we don't free yourself economically, you don't get job. You go treat about prisoner. Man, where you get job, he come out today. Every Nigeria court, they Sisiku come out today or jail court for Nigeria, they give money. All them, they owe them. They win their case. Now, can't one of the guys say it not be Saku, it's not a win case of Nigeria. Who raised money before they give Abdul or ask Food Johnson? It not be me. Food Johnson, they not go Nigeria. Yes, it not Abdul or can collect a part of the money and me arrest on my show. We give Food Johnson, wait till I go to give you and 30 and chop the rest. Now I say it not be the man, it not be the one, not be the one. One of the doctors say it not be he be work the money for a false claimed IT job. Give Sisiku not for come out for jail. Nyam fukade. Now leave that story. It's over. Man will need to work. it not represent any person anywhere. Put down for your head. Put it for your. Now I tell you the other scumbag, they say you not get no journalism product. When I not get no journalism product, why can they make noise? You not be make noise because if they talk to they say make publishers they write about Southern Cameroon's crisis, we they come for some small survey. Now they will go number one, they will call Eric Tato, they will call Mark Barretta, they will call the member for Prince Hansen, they will call who again. Now we'll get the other blog, this Tabor Post and the rest, Guardian Post. See, they will call these comebacks, then when they don't know that left from their right, where they talk on social media. They get one, they figure out one team man read them. They can't hear they run their mouth for social media. So it be clear. It be clear. God will empower we for move on. Pigs and they under boss. Me they can't talk again. See. Now they write a letter upon letter. Who the reader? Who the read the letter? When I don't lose the greatest asset when I get an every tattoo. If I be there, they put my foot, no man for the talk. Sako, you know, if you go ahead, no man for the cough. But today when I come now, I do on the defense. Man go pre-talk, so you never call and then you go do disclaimer. You never know the meaning of disclaimer. So man meet them, refugees and IDPs, and when I struggle don't come back on track, discussion don't start to end the crisis, and we will follow the wisdom of God. We will endorse them. We will endow on our president. We know what we want them, and we'll stay on that path. Meanwhile, we'll continue for contribute for possible genuine avenues. They declare that the draft leave them. Now that draft will disgrace them because after draft they will now hear new story. No worry. When I will hear after draft, mark today. 8th of July. Mark today very well. After we will hear bigger stories. When I wait, they will start querying among themselves. Say, oh, the draft so if you talk so, the draft not come so. Chris Andor if can give the first alarm. Say all draft na pledge. No, not be pledge. Na physical money. Na money they on a bank account. When I show $1, when I put us on account here. So that's the situation. Always looking for something to remain relevant, but you're never relevant. I want to see Cameroon government. Go some American diplomat go sit down for table with Sako. We don't get social security benefit for the country. Less than 2 times. Who does that? Who? Where when you hear 12 months talking, you invite our business people. Put a talk for America and based on figure they end. Maybe say you can't make noise. Every people they come to live in America, they earn money past you, they even get like $2,000, they contribute for struggle. Money they come yesterday, if you can bring everyone to work on McDonald's, take $50, can't give for my people, but take a chopper. They cash it up and can't talk. And some of the very mammy them don't care they're gonna pick them. Also when Jesus cast them on enter picnic think again. You can't remember say Eric Tato is under the boss. Now I know now who they under boss. Are they on top boss? When are they under and the board and the match they stay refined. I don't take all when the pigs and so now this I put that down on my knee. I don't press them. When I know cough king when I only make noise for what's up. Big noise. Now I because I know because man knee they on top of the neck. Correct one. I press and pass all other knees that I ever press them, except that for Josh Law. So I press and when I correct knee on top of that neck. So that one should be clear. We will not condone any fee for the revolution. You know what ever happened? So I want to thank all my who don't listen to this show today, Mami and Pa. Come for talk clear for refugees. And for remind the pigs them, say not get no position again for the revolution. All the pigs they get for no. We are not going to stand nowhere for negotiate anybody. I hope that will come up for that jail and I will negotiate on behalf of the Ambazonian people. That's how it's going to be. And all other men don't give you support there, including the strongest and the most feared activists. Which activists they will pick when you talk Cameroon fear, or if you talk say me go stand on there, go stand there, or so and so. Which one? Which one? I want to ask you one question. Which one? Tell me one activist where you support the pick. Where if it come out, he can't talk something happen. Give me one in name. One, right over here. If you be person right and tell me one thing about talk happen. Or tell me some one activist on a pick where if you can talk say, oh no councillor should go here, some councillor here. But when I make one audio, all councillors they should not for us because they know say I be action man. I be action man. Nonsense. So we don't talk very clearly say we not conduct joblessness. If Sako and Bo Herbert they want to talk about the revolution, me they show his side of the work. That's it. Once they show his side of the work, I will support them. For now, you cannot talk on behalf. You cannot talk for free people. No way. Go and get economic freedom first. That is the biggest freedom. Yes, that's the biggest. Once you get economic freedom, you get outing. Now it be important. So no more noise on social media. I'll play our president with music. The best say all the things or not change nothing. It be get for change meeting. That when I be hire all that bug dead, they make they lie, they call every type of names that they need exist. You know be feel like that comment. Insult will change. Pigs they under boss, they get for the feel they how they bite them. You get people you can get man they will get teeth for your ear, for your nose, for corner your jaw, carry cut online, talk and say, hey, you are under the boss. Grammar, one eye grammar for a mom not day. You know just join me to talk pidgin, me put the ear fine. You go to claim they talk English. Like the other man from China, where you say the students was in the classroom. The students was. You know, they say S after S, you get for Master and Liver. When I look something and so, I just look at say, oh, Ambazonia don't suffer. We get all kinds of people that talk on social media. So we go the type hashtag our president's Excellency Sisiku Ayuk we don't endorse till they go on. I'll be happy to say that people don't admit them. But they condemn the thieves, the way they do on social media, where they lie, say this one happen, it don't happen. So we'll be very happy to say everything is going forward. So we'll hashtag our president, His Excellency Sisiku Ayuk. That's it. Why the music play and I'll off the show. Thank you.
Sisiku Ayuk, Assistant Vice President for Digital Services and Chief Information Officer, Office of Technology and Digital Services, American University of Nigeria. Here, are you rich and family? Many, I joke. I think it's the name.
Alright, thank you so much. All man, the young wife show. God bless you, man. We're still on the path of the truth, on the truth. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.